Mastering the guitar takes a long time, but there are a few things you can do to instantly sound better on guitar. And I know that sounds very clickbaity, but I really think that if you know these things, you can sound at least a lot better than the people that doesn't know about these things. So over the next few minutes, I'm going to share 5 tips to instantly sound better on guitar. My name is Simen, and I'm a guitarist, music producer, and graphic designer from Norway. I'm here to share everything I learned so far in my journey and document what I learned in real time. Number 1 is all in the details. So listen to the difference between this and this. There are 2 very specific things I'm doing here, and the first is the pick rake. So you want to use your left hand to mute the strings. Make sure it's not above the 5th or 7th fret, because this will create some harmonics. Then sweep into the note you're going to play. So that's much more engaging than just playing the simple note. Then we have the second thing in the end of the lick. So keep muting with the left hand, but now I'm also going to add some percussive elements with the right hand. In this case, I hit the D string with the pick. It's honestly as simple as that. Then I pluck the G string with my finger, and I'm still muting with my left hand. So we have. Then I'm going to pick the D string with my pick, and then pluck the note on the 5th fret of the G string. So together very slowly, it sounds like this. And a little bit faster. And you're probably very curious about what I'm drinking today. It's instant iced coffee. It's just instant coffee, half milk, half water, and then an ice cube. Anyway, number 2 is to learn a few fancy chords. Swap out boring and predictable chords with more interesting chords. I'll show you 2 of my favorites. I'll use C as an example, but it works on all keys, of course. So instead of playing a normal C major chord, we can play a C major 9, which is just from the 3rd fret of the A string, 3, 5, 4, and 3, 3. 3, 3. Simple to play, and it sounds really good. And instead of a normal minor chord, we can play this cool C minor 7 voicing. This one is just 3, 1, 3, 1. It's again quite easy to play, but sounds really good. Number 3, fix your tone. If your guitar sounds bad, then you will probably sound bad as well. But if your guitar sound is really good, then you can sound amazing even though you're just a beginner. And a very common mistake people do with tone, in my opinion, is to not use enough reverb. Listen to this. And compare it to this. Number 4 is huge, and that is anchoring. This is how all notes are related to each other. For example, let's say we are in the key of A minor. Let's find a root note on the lowest string, which is the 5th fret of the E string. And from this note, you can always play the first position of the minor pentatonic scale. I'm just going to use the bottom half for this example. And if we go to the root note on the A string, which is on the 12th fret of the A string, we can play the exact same thing here. Anchoring is a very powerful skill because it helps you to, instead of learning hundreds of shapes and scales, you can just take what you know and then build on that. I teach this in detail in my 25-day guitar transformation course. I'll leave a link in the description if you're interested. Lastly, we have vibrato. This might take a bit longer to develop, but I'm going to break it down, because with good vibrato, you can play the simplest thing and it's going to sound really good. Vibrato is simply quick bends stringed together. When you do it faster, you get the vibrato effect. You can bend either upwards or downwards. Some common mistakes is to bend too much or without having enough control. And if you're using your 3rd or 4th finger, you want to use your other fingers as support by putting them behind the vibrato finger. So not this, but rather something like this. So that was 5 quick tips you can implement today to become a better guitarist. But keep in mind, you still want to get better over time and always keep improving. So even though you can become better quick, you still need to practice them and always get better. That's the same with all skills. You never stop learning. If you want to dive deeper into number 3, how to get an amazing tone, I'm going to drink my iced coffee and you can watch the video on the screen next if you want to. I'm not forcing you.